green and then a white and then a green. So I'm just click on those and select. Try and get the same green as the first one. That's just not happening. Let's try that. There we go. And that should be in the center. Okay, so I'm going to draw my light beam. Oh, you see it's just touching that. See how it's jumping there? Boing. We don't want that. We want it to have complete control. So it's got snap to objects. That's selected at the moment. So if I unclick that, now it shouldn't jump. Yeah, I've got complete control. I have. So put it roughly sort of about there. It's not quite where I want it, so I'm going to zoom in a lot. I'm going to zoom into 800 and I'm going to choose the selection tool. I'm going to double click on it to make sure everything is selected. Yeah, you're saying, well, surely if you just click once on it, that's selected. No, not with Flash. Let me just show you what happens if I just click away for a second, click once. Can't see it because of the green, but actually just the inside has been selected. And if I drag it, oh, it's not taking the outside line. Maybe you want that in the future, but not today. So I'm leaving it like that. Okay. Now, it's looking a bit square. It looks like a fluorescent tube at the moment, not a lightsaber. So we're going to use that selection tool, click in the middle, and then just move it out a bit. There we go. That's nice. Let's have a look, see how that looks. Not bad. Oh, and the final thing is lightsabers glow. So we need to make sure it is selected. So both double click there, right click, and we're going to convert it into a symbol because that gives us some extra filters. So I'm going to call that light. Leave it on movie clip because we need it to be a movie clip. And click OK. And then down here we have filters. So click on filters and click add filter. We want a glow. Defaults to red, so we don't need red, we need green because that's the colour of our lightsaber. And I'm going to change these to 15, so if you click on the down arrow, move it up around 10, 15, something like that. Ooh. There, okay. And click away. It doesn't show up too much at the moment, does it? So let's change our background to black. Ooh, nice. That's not bad at all. Right, well, it's not doing anything at the moment, is it? It's just sort of sat there, so we need to animate it. So first of all, we need the handle appearing throughout the animation. So I'm going to right click on the timeline there. This is called the timeline because each one's numbered and each bit is a frame. So I'm going to right click on there and insert a frame because nothing's going to happen to it, nothing's going to change, it's just going to sit there and be a handle. With the light beam on the other hand, that is going to grow. So it's disappeared. Oh, well, there we are. We need to insert a keyframe. Keyframes are where all the action is. And what I want is, if you can look at my old one, if I just show you my old one, my previous one, what happened is it actually grows between frame 1 and 16, and then it stays until it gets to the end. So that's what we've got. It stays at the end, so about frame 16 you insert, right click, insert a keyframe, and then at the beginning we want it to be retracted, so we use our free transform tool. Now mine's quite thin and narrow, so I'm not going to get much control over it, so I'm going to zoom in just a bit and resize it. And the strange thing is, it resizes from both ends, but that's not a problem. Okay, click away, you can see it's a bit smaller, and then click back, just drag it down, try and keep it in the same sort of place. Oh, we'll make it about there, that'll do, because we want to hide it behind there. And then the last bit, if we go back to the timeline, right click in between frames 1 and 16 and we want to create a motion tween. Okay, well let's just play it. If I press Control Enter on the keyboard, yeah, that's doing what it should do. Good. Oh, but it's in the wrong place. That doesn't look normal, does it? Well, that's not a problem. What we need to do is change the order of our layers, and we do that by clicking on the light beam and dragging it below handle. Okay, so let's have a look now. Ah, yeah, that's much better. There's a bit of a jump there because I think I just must have moved it slightly. Fiddling around. Let's have a look at the finished product. Okay, that's not bad at all. Okay, well, that was my first tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave some constructive criticism if you did. Otherwise not.